into any one of Jeff Ruby's restaurants, and the one thing you'll notice besides the great food are the pictures. Jeff Ruby posing with every A-lister imaginable.
Dan Aykroyd, gonna have a party here with Kroger. He walks in there, said, "How are you?" He said, "Join us for dinner." I said, "No." He said, "Join us for dinner."
With every picture,
Muhammad Ali congratulated me for throwing out OJ.
he has a story.
Michael Douglas was the one that pointed out I need to get divorced.
But before the celebrities, before his own fame, there's Jeff Ruby's story.
I didn't have a father. My mother was married 4 times.
Ruby says his mom would be drunk by the time he'd get home from school.
So I was the son of nobody, and nobody really was a father to me.
So in the 10th grade, he ran away from home and his life along the Jersey Shore.
My sophomore year of high school, I was an F student. I was a loser and loving every minute of it. Getting drunk by the time I was 12. I jumped out of the window in my mother's house, a bedroom, and I grabbed a little white suitcase and packed it with everything I had.
After sleeping under the boardwalk for a while, he rented a room and started supporting himself. He would work at a Perkins every morning before school.
You're working at Perkins. What did you do at Perkins?
I was an eggologist.
What's an egologist?
I made eggs.
By his senior year, he was a straight-A student, captain of his football team, undefeated in wrestling. And he says it's all because of one man who wasn't his father.
And all of a sudden, my high school football coach took an interest in me, and I, for the first time in my life, had someone I wanted to make proud.
After going to Cornell's hotel and restaurant school, the owner of the Holiday Inn wanted Ruby to manage one of his hotels. The brash Jersey boy had one condition.
I said, "I want to start in Cincinnati. I'm a Reds fan."
And that's where his Cincinnati story begins. While he was a manager at the Holiday Inn here along Lynn Street, sleeping on a coworker's couch, he runs into one of the stars from the Big Red Machine, and the rest was history.
And there's some guy sitting at a bar stool at a table with girls all over him, sitting on a lap like he was Santa Claus, sitting on his knee. I go over to Johnny Bench. I invited him up to the top of the inn, the Den of the Little Foxes, which was our nightclub at the top of the Holiday Inn, which I later made Lucy's in the Sky. I said, "Come on up and have a drink on me," or whatever, right? He comes up. He winds up becoming my partner that made the precinct possible, him and Pete Rose. Without him and Pete Rose, there's no precinct.
That was in 1981. The Precinct is now the longest-running fine dining restaurant in Cincinnati. And Ruby says he did it by breaking every steakhouse rule. They catered to women, hired women, had a dance club upstairs, and it worked.
Ball players, blondes, blue bloods, blue hairs, businessmen. We had everything, and nobody ever did that.
Countless restaurants later, Ruby takes care of the people who take care of him.
His last name is Lovett, and if he makes me something I don't really care for, I just call it like it.
And still tastes everything that's served.
The bone and ribeye steak is good, but when that's inconsistent, you know what I do? We're not serving them today. We're not serving them today.
So yes, Jeff Ruby is provocative and outspoken and controversial. But more than anything, he is passionate about everything. His food, his family, his work family, and the people who've made him who he is today. The ones who aren't celebrities.
It's all possible because of 2 people, or 2 reasons. My employees and the community. I haven't forgotten that.